Hello everyone, myself Rena Shah. So today we are going to discuss a topic named area and volume of geometric curves. So let us start with the formulas of area and volume of geometric curves. So first formula is of cuboid, where you will be given your length, breadth and height. So the curved surface area formula is 2h into L plus B. The total surface area formula is 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. And the volume of cuboid is given by LBH. Now let us discuss the formula of a cube. Now for a cube, length, breadth and height all will be same and it is A. So the curved surface area is 4A square, total surface area is 6A square and volume is what? A cube. For a right circular cylinder, if we are given radius and height, the curved surface area is 2 pi rh and the total surface area is 2 pi r into r plus h. And the volume of a cylinder is given by pi r square h. Now for a right circular cone, if you are given length, height and radius, that is L, H and R, then the curved surface area is given by pi r L, total surface area is given by pi r into L plus r, and the volume of cone is given by 1 upon 3 pi r square h. Now if you are given a sphere of radius r, right, then the curved surface area and the total surface area both will be 4 pi r square and the volume of sphere is given by 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Now for a hemisphere of radius r, curved surface area is 2 pi r square, total surface area is 3 pi r square and volume is 2 upon 3 pi r cube, right? So whenever you are given open or hollow solid or a geometric curve, right, you have to use the formula of curved surface area. Otherwise, you have to use the formula of total surface area. So you have to remember all these formulas to solve examples. So let us start with the first example. You are given two cubes. You can see over here. There are two cubes of volume 64 centimeter cube. So the cubes are of 64 centimeter cube. Fine. Which are joined end to end. You can see this. So the resulting solid is a cuboid. What we have to find? We have to find the surface area of this resulting cuboid. But for that, we have to first find the value of A. Right? So we know the formula of volume of cube, that is what? A cube. Now we are given the volume as what? 64 centimeter cube. So we can write that A cube is equals to 64. So our A will be 4 centimeter. Okay. Now you can see from this resulting solid that the height is A. You can see. So it will be 4 centimeter. Breadth B is also A. That means it is also equals to 4 centimeter. But length of the cuboid, you can see the first cuboid has length A. The other cuboid has also length A. So the total length will be what? A plus A. So the length will be 8 centimeter. Okay. So now the surface area of the resulting cuboid will be equals to, we know the formula, right, of the surface area of cuboid. That is what? 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Now we all know the values of L, B and H. They are 8, 4, 4. So here 8 into 4 plus 4 into 4 plus 8 into 4. Fine. So the answer will be 2 times 32 plus 16 plus 32. Now add these three. So you will get 2 into 80. So the final answer of the area of the resulting cuboid is what? 160 centimeter square. Okay. So now let us go to the next example. So a vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. So vessel is formed by a hollow hemisphere and a cylinder. Now the diameter of the hemisphere is what? 14 centimeters. So let us write the dimension. So hemisphere and cylinder, right? So here the diameter is given 14 centimeter. So radius will be 7 centimeter. And you can see the diameter of cylinder. You can see that is also 14. So here also radius will be what? 7 centimeter. Now you are given the total height of a vessel. Total height of the whole vessel, that is what? 13 centimeter. But I want the height of the cylinder. So what will be the height of the cylinder? Total height minus, you can see we have to subtract this. So this is also radius, that is 7 centimeters. So it will be total height minus radius of hemisphere. Fine. So final answer of our H, that is the height of cylinder, will be 13 minus 7, that will be equals to what? 6 centimeter. Fine. So now the inner surface area that we have to find of the vessel. So the inner surface area of vessel will be what? Curved surface area of hemisphere right plus curved surface area of cylinder. Why I have taken curved surface area? Because we are given that hemisphere and our cylinder both are hollow. Right, now we know the formula of curved surface area of hemisphere, that is what? 2 pi r square, and the curved surface area of cylinder is what? 2 pi r h. Right, now we know the answer of r and h, that is r is 7, h is 6. So let us put all the values, and pi we will take as 22 by 7. So here r square is 7 square plus 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 7, h is what? 6, right? So now if I evaluate this, 1 7 will get cancelled out, and the total surface area of the whole vessel will be 572 centimeter square. Okay, so now let us solve one more example. A solid iron pole consists of a cylinder of height 20 centimeter and base diameter as 24 centimeter, which is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 centimeter and radius 8 centimeter. So this whole iron pole consists of two cylinders. First cylinder, that is the large cylinder, right? We can call it large, also large cylinder. This has a height as 220 centimeter. I will name it as H1, and diameter is given 24 centimeter. So our radius R1 will be what? 12 centimeter. Now there is another cylinder which is a small cylinder, right? So we can write the height of it as H2, which is 60 centimeter, and radius R2 is what? 8 centimeter. Now what we have to find? We have to find the mass of pole, given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram mass, and we have to compulsory use the value of pi as 3.14. Now in order to find the mass, firstly we will find the volume of this iron pole. So volume of iron pole will be given by volume of large cylinder plus volume of small cylinder, right? Now we know that the volume of large cylinder will be given by the formula pi R1 square H1 plus pi R2 square H2. Now we know the values of each R1, R2, H1, H2. So let us put those values. So we will have pi into 12 square into 220 plus pi into the radius of small cylinder is 8 centimeter, right? So 8 square into 60, right? So if you put the value of pi, that is 3.14, and simplify, you will get your volume of iron ore as 111,532.8 centimeter cube. Now we are given that 1 centimeter cube iron has 8 gram mass approximately, right? So now we have to calculate the mass of the iron core. So mass of iron core will be what? 8 into 111,532.8, right? So if I multiply this, it will be 892262.4. This is in grams, right? Now if I want to convert this in kg, what I will do? I will divide this 892262.4 by 1000, right? So my final answer of mass of iron ore will be 892.2624 kg. Okay, so now let us go to the next example. So a metallic sphere of radius 4.2 centimeter is melted and recasted into the shape of a cylinder of radius 6 centimeter, and we have to find the height of a cylinder. So this sphere is melted and formed and converted into a cylinder of radius 6 centimeter. So in order to find this height, what I will write? Volume of a sphere, we can take this, is equals to volume of cylinder, right? So we know the volume of sphere formula, it is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Why I am taking capital R? Because you can see both the radius are different. And now the formula of volume of cylinder, that is what? Pi r square h. Now we can cancel this pi and make subject h. So h will be 4 upon 3 capital R cube upon small r square. Now the radius of sphere is 4.2. So let us substitute that. So 4 into 4.2 cube upon 3 into 6 square. Now you can easily calculate this using your calculator. So the final height of our cylinder will be 2.744 centimeter. Okay. So I hope you have understood throughout the session. Thank you for watching.